As President Biden pushes on with trying to get his massive infrastructure bill passed, some members of his own party continue to hold out against the legislation. One of those, you know who it is, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin. He's reportedly pushed back on parts of the bill that tackle climate change as well as the child tax credit. So what do his constituents in one of the nation's poorest states have to say about his stance? NBC News correspondent Cal Perry went to Charleston, West Virginia to get the answer to that exact question, something we've all been wondering. He joins us now. Hi, Cal. Good morning. So the county that you're in, Senator Manchin won re-election in 2018 with more than 61% of the vote. How do people who live there feel right now?
Well, I think we need a little background on this, right? He entered the state Senate in 1981, so he is a known quantity here. That's to say the least. He's a generational politician here in West Virginia. And in a county like this one, where you said he won by such a large margin, I think there's a great deal of trust in what Senator Manchin is doing. A lot of people here view this as the ways of Washington, the ways of negotiations. I had a chance to speak to somebody who knows him pretty well, the former mayor of Charleston. He's part of that circle of politicians here in West Virginia. Take a listen.
I think he's being the same person he's always been. He's always been a mainstream conservative Democrat. That's what he was when he was in the House. That's what he was in the Senate. And he was basically that way as governor. He was tight with the money. I think he's he has a very practical approach to these things. I also think he comes out of a school of politics. That I do, where Republicans and Democrats talk to each other.
One of the things we're dealing with here is that mainstream conservative Democrat means one thing in West Virginia and something completely different in the rest of the country. Keep in mind, the man is the head of the Democratic Party here in West Virginia, but this is a state that has swung way to the right. This is a state that Donald Trump won by almost 70%.
Cal, I hope while you were there you tried that barbecue. We saw that warning sign right in the middle. It was funny. Warning, about to eat the world's best barbecue. Yeah. All right, Cal, now Democrats hope to reach an agreement by the end of this week. What would the money do in this state? Where would it go? What needs it most urgently in West Virginia?
So, look, I think there's a couple of things that West Virginia needs badly. The first is infrastructure. This is one of the states that ranks lowest when it comes to infrastructure. We're talking about bridges. We're talking about roads. And then in addition to that, you have a climate change concern. This is a state that's being ravaged by climate change. It's not just the floods from the rivers that you sort of see around me. It is also a lot of uncapped mines. There's money in it for that. One of the problems, though, is that when you talk to people here, they're not really sure what's in the bill. Take a listen.
Well, we don't understand the bill. Who understands the bill? You don't even know what's in it yet. It hadn't been written. The one they've got's not what's going to pass. I know how this works. It is like watching sausage. Eventually they'll have a bill, and then we'll see what's in it. But we here in West Virginia have to trust our representatives. I trust Joe Manchin.
I feel like the county commissioner president sounds like a lot of Capitol Hill producers and correspondents right now. And you hear that a lot here on the ground, too, right? People say, I don't know what's in the bill. I'm not going to judge Senator Manchin until I see a final product. The hope is that there will be some kind of deal soon, guys.
All right, Cal, you went right to the source. We've all been wondering. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.